Dude, I don't know what this video is, but people are saying apparently Pokemon's trying to start drama with me. When isn't she? Why does she have to always come at me for drama? So she made a video on her, she's never done this before, on me that says it is way easier for girls to get views. First of all, that is correct. I'm sorry. Get your fucking popcorn and bullshit out, chat, because I'm right on this and I know she's wrong. It is way easier for girls. I wonder what the fuck she has to say about this, because I know I'm right. Oh my god, she talked about me!
Miz knows what he's doing when he says
Women have it way easier than men, and that's just the truth.
I did not say it like that.
What he's doing because it farms the incels a little bit.
How does it farm the incels? That does not farm incels. Does it farm incels saying that women have it easier to get on, to start their platform? It's just literally facts. Is it incel for me to say that men are inherently stronger than women because they are the way that they are created? Men are stronger than women. Is it wrong for me to say men are smarter than women? Men are smarter than women. Like, it's just facts.
Reacting to Miz, reacting to me.
Chat, today I'm gonna be reacting to Pokey, reacting to me, reacting to Pokey.
2022.
2022.
What a year.
I'm sorry, it's just the truth. And if you don't think that's the truth, you're wrong. It is way easier for women to get to that 1 to 200 to 300 viewers. It is way easier. Women have it so much easier for men, and it's just the truth. But, dude, look at this one dude. Mods VIP him. Danaholic, Miz during the reacting. What's going on, dude? Everyone wave to him. What's up, man? You're here. Truth. But women have a glass ceiling, and that is just the truth. Women have a glass ceiling, and it is almost impossible to get through. Men have an infinite ceiling. They are not hard capped. Women are hard capped, usually, and it is a ceiling at around 600 viewers to 1,000 viewers. It is just the truth. And
Okay, for starters, can we clarify that this is him talking specifically about men and women's experience on Twitch as a platform and gaming as a community? I would say from what I've seen, I don't think he's wrong. When you have 100 viewers or
Okay.
less, there are so many channels that when you're a girl, you stand out because there's just less girls than guys on this platform. So I'll agree with him there, and also because Twitch is a male-dominated space, if you're a guy scrolling through a bunch of channels and you see one girl and you see 10 dudes that are all the same and all have like less than 100 viewers, let's say, you're probably more likely to click on the girl.
Women have it so much easier for men. I kind of agree with that. Not in just chatting. There's definitely a lot of women in just chatting. Especially at that like 10 to 20 to 30 viewer range. There's a lot of fucking girls in the just chatting section. There just is. I mean, just go look. There's a shit ton of women in the just chatting section. It's just the truth. I mean, I'm being... It's a lot. Especially that 10 to 20 to 30 viewer range. It's a shit ton. And it's just the truth.
However,
yeah, I would know.
Miz knows what he's doing when he says general ass sentences like that.
Women have it way easier than men, and that's just the truth.
It's like, listen, bro, you named one benefit that women have at the very beginning of their career on stream in comparison to the dozens and dozens of benefits that guys have in comparison to the remainder of their career. So, you know, I think he knows what he's doing because he likes to say polarizing things because it farms.
Wasn't that the point? Huh? What am I supposed to say in like a 200-word sentence that has every single factor or analysis that I need to include into my wording? I said that they have a soft cap.
The incels a little bit. Or what I really mean to say is that obviously it's gonna feel good to some guys to hear like, hey, girls have it easier and that's why maybe my stream or my channel isn't working out as much. But it is true that just at the beginning, it's kind of easier to garner attention as a girl because you stand out and just because there aren't as many girls.
But women have a glass ceiling, and that is just the truth. Women have a glass... It's not just that there's not as many girls, it's just guys also like staring at women. I don't understand. How would she call me... How is she saying I'm farming incels? That's an insult. Fuck you, Pokey. I wasn't farming incels at all. It's the fact. Glass ceiling, and it is almost impossible to get through. Men have an infinite ceiling. They are not hard capped. Women our hard cap.
I kind of like that he
usually,
says hard cap.
it is a ceiling at around 600 viewers to 1,000 viewers.
This is actually also true in the sense that you'll see for most women's careers on Twitch, like they can kind of get good initial traction and grow, but it is so hard to surpass that 1K average viewer mark into a much
unless you come over my house,
unless you like ride the wave of a really popular game, or unless you're around for years and years and years. Surpassing 1 to 2K average viewers is really, really difficult as a woman. Twitch has been and kind of still is a male-dominated field, and when it comes to content, it just tends to be easier to watch people that you relate to. However, I hope that we can talk about these issues without comparing too much and just trying to be like, girls have it easier, period, or guys have it easier, period. I think when you do that, we're kind of like pitting ourselves against each other. Like, why don't we just hear other people out, like validate?
But that's literally what I did, and I did not just immediately say that men have easier than women. I didn't do that. What is this take? How is she even saying this? She's like, I want to just I wish we could have like a massive discussion about this. Let's make a podcast then, huh? I don't understand. How is she like trying to say I was farming incels? She's not listening. Yeah, it doesn't sound like she's listening to me literally at all. All she heard is that one sentence where I said, women have it easier than men, and she's instantly grabbing that and being like, oh, I'm going to take that and wind it back. Little John's got the beat to make a booty go. Wow. Like, fuck that shit. Call her? No. I'm done talking to her. I'm done with Pokimane. Fuck her.
Their experiences and try to make it easier for them and be more understanding. Big manly man, watch man gaming man. True, it's easy for guys to support guys and not feel entitled, whereas for girls, oh my lord. Growing on Twitch, I had to try so hard to avoid situations where people felt entitled to my attention just because they supported me. You should check like 100 viewer female streams sometimes and the gatekeeping that happens there.
Oh,
this is
true.
also true. It's
true.
The
That is
entitlement.
true.
Whether it's mods or viewers, they're like, this is my streamer. Whereas if it's a bunch of dudes,
There's a lot of guys, that is true. There is a lot of 100 to 200, even like 20 viewer girl streamers, even 5 viewer, that like they don't want new viewers to come in. And this is true. I'm farming incels right here, right, Pokey? I'm farming incels with this take. They don't want any new viewers to come in because they want their woman, they think that woman's pretty much their girl. And they want to pretty much be like, they almost think of them as their boyfriend. It's actually how they think. And if they go up in viewership, then that means that they're going to lose that person as lose that relationship. So they like gatekeep hard. And they don't want any new viewers to come in. Happens all the time. It did not work for Emmy because she's at like 15K viewers. But yeah, it happens all the time with women.
dudes watching a dude, they're all like, hey bro, like we all love this guy, woo, we love our Giga Chad. Whereas sometimes when it's a guy watching a girl, they start feeling like entitled to that person and they're like, no, like don't give this person more attention than me. Also, even things like when sometimes guys are like, my girlfriend doesn't want me watching this stream, and I'm like, is it because she thinks you can't platonically watch another woman play games, or is it because you're doing weird things or talking weirdly about this stream? Like, what is the issue here? But it's clear that there's still like quite this
I mean, it's a lot of that's a good question, chat. If let's say you had a girlfriend, spam pog use, let's fucking go. You got a girlfriend, right? And if your girlfriend, hypothetically, obviously, your hypothetical girlfriend, Poggies, by the way, you got a girlfriend, if she saw you watching Pokimane, do you think she would get jealous? How the fuck am I supposed to know? Oh yeah. As a girl, I would not. What if your boyfriend was watching Amaranth? I join. Cool.
stigma surrounding female streamers.
That is 100% different. If my girlfriend saw me every single day watching fucking Amaranth, every day I'm in there for hours, I'd be like, all right, something's up. I would understand if she's like, all right, what the fuck's going on here?
And hopefully we can
I'd be like, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to click bonus so I get my extra channel points. That's all I'm doing.
with time.
That women overall have an easier time getting to that 200, 300 viewers mark, right? Because of certain appeals.
Okay, so it's right now, it's me reacting to Pokey, Pokey's reacting to me, XUC's reacting to me. No, it's Pokey reacting to me, XUC's reacting to me, Pokey's reacting to XUC while I'm reacting to Pokimane.
How you can cater to some things and some viewers, right? If you cater heavily to parasocial viewers and you kind of play that line of like, ooh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna put your name on the board, right? And you really give them what they want, type of thing. And if you cater your stream this way, of course, of course you are, right? Because you're not focusing entirely on giving an entertaining piece. You're giving attention. And what happens when numbers scale up with attention? People individually get less attention and less recognition. So what they do is that they watch less. So these techniques and how you cater your stream to be has a ceiling. But if you focus from the get-go on being entertaining and making an entertaining piece, regardless of attention given to individuals.
Okay, actually, this is kind of true. However, I don't want to agree with this in a way that villainizes smaller female streamers.
It is 100% correct what XQC said. It is 100% correct what he said. But here's the harsh reality. And again, Pokey, I'm farming incels here by saying this, right? It is... The thing is, with what he said is true. If you cater to more entertainment rather than focusing on being like, you know, shameless and doing the whiteboard stuff, you're gonna farm less. You're gonna farm a little bit less incels, but they're still there. Women deal with this shit, and I could give a perfect example of someone that is the exact opposite of farming this and got all this the whole time I knew her was Maya. Maya had dozens and dozens and dozens of people nonstop harassing her every day, incels bothering the fuck out of her, people constantly saying that they're going to kill her, do whatever the fuck. You know, similar as Brooke AB. I mean, that girl literally doesn't do anything and has people coming at her saying that they're going to kill her. Like, it's a crazy, ridiculous thing, and it's because women do have it, like women have it very difficult on this website. It is not an easy thing to be a girl on this website, even when you're popular. You know, I'm sure Pokemon deals with this shit all the fucking time. I don't know if you guys saw Brooke AB's tweets, but it is actually wild what goes on there. Some guy names himself like, I'm going to stab your mother. And says that he's going to stab her mother. And it's so sad that she has to deal with that stuff. It's so sad. A lot of women have stalkers. Yes. And while you can do what you can do to stop that stuff, and I do think that what XQC said is true, like the whiteboard and everything like that, definitely can create that more incel community and definitely can create that more like toxic environment rather than like a girl, for example, just playing SM64. It still happens no matter what girl you are, and it does fucking suck. I'm sorry, Pokey, I'm farming incels, right? I'm still doing this.
I think if anyone starts a stream off and they're giving a lot of attention to individuals, actually, that's just how it is when you start streaming. If you only have 10 viewers, you're giving a lot of attention to those 10 people.
True.
Right? However, when guys are watching a girl and she gets more popular, some of them will become bitter that they aren't getting the same level of attention. Yeah, it's more of a viewer problem. Thank you. I just don't like it being framed as like a streamer problem. So I think if anything, it's more so like we need to train viewers to know how to perceive female streamers and how to interact with them and not take it as someone that only belongs to them, if that makes sense.
Listen. That sounds very sweet. That sounds very nice. But I just don't see that happening. Now here's the thing, and this is the truth. If you look at Twitch like 6 or 7 years ago, Twitch was much more incel-like, and Twitch was much more, I fucking hate women. They are literally here to make me jerk off, make me eat food, and clean the kitchen. We have come a very far way in the past 6 or 7 years from that. So I do believe there is a quote-unquote way to train a lot of these viewers. And not only train the viewers, but the internet as a whole to be more accepting for women. And it's already happened. You know, like I said, when 2015 was around, I remember everyone was just shitting on women constantly. That was the thing to do. You know, like, go look at fucking Train's logs. It was the thing. People made nonstop was just shitting on and making fun of women, and it was jokes for a lot of it, right? But sometimes it did go too far. The thing is, we definitely have trained them, but you can't train everybody. It's just not going to happen. And those people that are almost mentally deranged, you can't fix these people with these mental problems by showing what the internet's like. Those people are still going to be in those women's chats, and you're not going to be able to stop them. It's not going to happen. Those people are going to be there forever. You know, you could fix 99 of them, but it's one black sheep that really is the difference.
Watching, he talks about you, Monka.
So why is Pokey this big? Because yes, I agree that there were certain times where she catered more to individuals or whatever. Later on, she was entirely on a gameplay and entertainment, which is completely
so
separate
nice.
of catering to parasocial, one-to-one attention seekers that people tend to want with the trends that we're seeing sometimes when watching female streamers. End the story.
Actually, that's true, especially because when you can focus on a game, it's much easier to appeal to a larger audience, and it's easier for your audience not to feel entitled to you.
Right, but how'd you get there? There's some videos of Pokemon doing 6 million views ASMR. I've seen them.
Because your content is relating to a video game. Whereas if, for example, you only do just chatting and all of your content relates...
What's wrong with that? Bro, even ASMR, man. I mean, it goes to what you guys said. If women do anything that's not the gameplay sitting there in almost a fucking, you know, full-on robe or whatever the fuck. It's like, it is farming that kind of, those viewers. She was agreeing with XTC because he complimented her. How did Pokemon pop off? Let's be real. How did she pop? She was one of the first to do it. I mean, really, she was one of the first, and she kept consistent, and she kept in the social bubbles for a lot of years. She is entertaining. She knows how to be entertaining for a chat. She used myth. If it works, it works. She farmed big games. I mean, like, her big pop off was what? Being a girl. I'm kidding. That's farming incels. Her pop off was Fortnite. She blew up with Fortnite. Honestly, that was her big creative thing. She did Fortnite. Like, that's really what blew her the fuck up. She blew up. I mean, her videos were getting millions and millions of views. Nowadays, she has to use Mizkif as fucking clickbait. But back then, she was getting tons of views. She was killing it. I don't know if this changes anything, what I said. I just hated that she said I was farming incels. That's so fucking rude. I'm not farming incels by saying women have it easier to grow on Twitch. But then they have a glass ceiling. That's almost like you're listening to my first fucking 4 words and not listening to the whole sentence. You farm incels all the time? No one even said that. I just randomly said it.
Interacting with people, then they will have like a stronger attachment to you, but both in a good and bad way. Both in a good way because they'll want to watch you more and be very into your content, but in a bad way because if you don't give them as much attention, they might be upset.
True!
A harder time
I wasn't listening. I just wanted to say true. Because I wasn't talking.
using or catering to, because the reality of it is, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. Okay. I don't think a lot of people watch a lot of male streamers for the dude.
For their looks?
Okay, we said enough today. We said enough.
Look, I'm gonna be real with you. People watch attractive streamers, for the most part. People watch attractive streamers, whether it's guys or girls. I do think that's true. They just do. I don't think, and there's nothing wrong with that, but it's just the truth. It's just like every other industry. Like Dave, you'd be 100K Andy, you know? Asmongold.
His brain was so juiced and it was going and it was going and it was going and it was going and he was like, wait.
Chat, I'm not attractive, but the people in my room, though.
I think I've talked too much and I think I might say something bad. We've said enough for today, boys. We've said enough for today. And I respect that. He knows when to pause champ it, and I respect that.
So what did that have to do? So again, I farmed incels. I'm still pissed that she said that. I don't even get the video. Do I agree with everything XQC said? Yes, I do. Do I farm incels? Yes, I do.